The Palestinian Authority continues to depict all of Israel as Palestine, as do so many Palestinians, as we see on social media in chants of from the river to the sea, clearly in deeds rather than words, and they reject Israel's existence. After October 7th and the continuing rocket attacks, not only from Hamas, how could Israel and Israelis trust and depend upon Palestinians to be peaceful neighbors for at least a generation?
So I will say that one of the things that we believe is that the vast majority of the Israeli public want to live in peace with their Palestinian neighbors, and the vast majority of Palestinians want to live in peace with their Israeli neighbors. Now, this is not an easy problem to solve, or it would have been solved decades ago, and a number of administrations have tried and come up short. And a number of different countries, not just the United States, have tried and come up short. But it continues to be our belief that the only way to achieve durable, lasting peace for both the Palestinians and Israelis is the establishment of an independent Palestinian state that satisfies the legitimate political aspirations of the Palestinian people. The Houthis' reckless attacks on commercial shipping in the Red Sea threaten the free flow of commerce in the region's vital waterways, endanger innocent ship workers, and are a flagrant affront to international law. Simply put, these attacks threaten global prosperity. Yesterday, the Department of Defense announced the establishment of Operation Prosperity Guardian, a multinational security initiative focused on advancing security in the Red Sea in the face of this threat. We welcome the participation of our allies and partners, the United Kingdom, Bahrain, Canada, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Seychelles, and Spain in confronting the threat. In addition, the United States, High Representative Joseph Borrell on behalf of the European Union, NATO Secretary... No, I said in addition to the United States.
Oh, in addition.
Yeah, in addition to the United States. NATO Secretary General Jan Stoltenberg on behalf of NATO, and a group representing 44 partner nations will soon release a joint statement condemning the Houthis' ongoing and numerous attacks on merchant vessels. The growing list of attacks includes the Houthi-led seizure of the Galaxy Leader, whose crew, hailing from the Philippines, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Mexico, and Romania, remain unjustly detained. We once again call for the crew's immediate and unconditional release. There is no justification for these attacks on global commerce, and we hope the world will join us in condemning these attacks and working to stop them. Our collective efforts remain open for additional countries to join in the crucial mission of defending the free flow of commerce in the Red Sea. With that, Matt.
Right. Before I get to my question, I want to clear up something that I said yesterday, which I was in error. I asked you at the very end of yesterday's briefing about your phraseology and talking about Israel as technically an ally of the United States, and I had forgotten that Israel was in fact designated a major non-NATO ally back in the 80s, I think. So yeah, I was wrong, and I apologize for. I just want to set that.
So I very much appreciate that, Matt, and I will say it is a sign of my respect for your institutional knowledge here that when you raise it, I thought I'm pretty sure we have designated them a major non-NATO ally, but anyway. I would also think Matt is right about it. So well, I appreciate the apology, and I will note that we do, in the spirit of the holidays, we do all make mistakes, myself very much included, and it's good to be gracious about them.
You were correct. Israel is technically able to be referred to as an ally of the United States, as is Pakistan and Brazil. And
right.
Anyway. On to question. What would it take to get you to vote in favor of or abstain from this Security Council resolution that still appears to be being debated despite, the plan for a vote hours ago or several hours ago?
So I don't think I should try to negotiate the language in public, because anything I say will inevitably be used in the context of those negotiations, which are very much ongoing. We are engaging constructively with our colleagues on the Security Council to resolve outstanding issues related to that resolution. We fully support addressing the humanitarian needs of the people of Gaza, as this resolution should set out to do, and we're working through these issues with other countries on the Security Council.
Okay. Well, do you think there could be a vote today?
It's possible there could be a vote today. There was one scheduled for earlier, and I think, as you've seen, it's been delayed. But we're continuing to work through this, and I don't have an announcement to make from here.
Okay, thanks.
Briefly, just Just generally speaking, do you want a resolution? I mean, obviously it depends on the content, but is the goal actually to have a resolution?
It very much does depend on the content, but we've supported a UN Security Council resolution on this conflict in the past. We would welcome a resolution that fully supports addressing the humanitarian needs of the people in Gaza. But as I said, and as you referred to in your question, the details of it very much do matter.
Has Israel asked the U.S. to veto this?
We have been in discussions with them about it, as we are in discussions with other countries in the region, but I don't want to get into the content of those discussions. Ultimately, we'll make our own determination about what the best course of action is, and it will depend very much on what the final text of the resolution states.
What exactly is your objection in the text as it is currently?
Again, I don't think I should get into publicly something that is under discussion with other countries on the Security Council. But I will say, as is always the truth, that when we cast our vote, we will explain why we cast it and what considerations we made. But I shouldn't get ahead of that process when it's very much a matter under live discussion.